Welcome to the Dual Enrollment Honors Program. This is the first of two pre-advising videos about what to expect this next year in DEHP. I'm Stacy Solomon, the Director of the Dual Enrollment Honors Program, and I welcome you to our campus and officially congratulate you on your acceptance into DEHP. In March, you will be coming to a mandatory advising session to select your fall classes, and it is important that both students and parents watch both videos prior to attending your advising session. Video 1, which you're watching now, provides an overview of how the program works, and Video 2 provides information you will need to know to plan your class schedule. First, we want to make sure that you are on the ball and prepared for advising. Before you can come to your advising session, you must set up a NetID and password. You'll need this to sign up for your advising session online, as well as to register for classes. In your recent letter, we provided the website for obtaining instructions to activate your NetID. But if you have difficulty, call the Student Technology Helpline. Once you have set up your NetID and password, you'll also be able to use your KSU email account. This is important because now that you are accepted, the DEHP program and other campus offices will only send emails to your KSU email account, not to your Gmail or Hotmail or other account that you may have initially provided to admissions. In your letter, we told you about several forms to complete and return, including an advising information form that provides parent email addresses to us so that we can keep parents in the loop, a policy statement that is required for participation in the program, and an immunization form. Be aware that the immunization form does require a visit to your healthcare provider. If you have not returned these forms, please get them in the mail as soon as possible. Please note that the immunization form should be directly sent to the registrar's office and not to dual enrollment. All students do need to present a driver's license, learner's permit, original birth certificate with seal or other form of documentation of legal residency described in your mailing to the admissions office. Students who have not done so will be charged out-of-state tuition. Parents, if none of this sounds familiar to you, please have your new students show you the mailing that you received from the dual enrollment office. So now we want to cover some of your questions, starting with what are the benefits of dual enrollment? Dual enrollment gives students a head start on their college courses. Our average student leaves the program with 6 college classes under their belts and more confidence that they can be successful in college. Each college course counts for both high school and college credit, so you are killing 2 birds with 1 stone with dual enrollment. Finally, because of generous state funding program for dual enrollment students, going to college as a dual enrollment costs substantially less than going as a freshman. So how will you get information from DEHP throughout the year? Email is the primary way DEHP and KSU communicates with students. You should look for regular email reminders and updates from DEHP. We send these to student email accounts, and if you have turned in your advising information form with parent email addresses, we also send these to parent email addresses so that the parents are always in the loop. The DEHP Advising Handbook, which is specifically for dual enrollment students, has been placed on our website for your convenience. This is a very comprehensive guide to all things dual enrollment, and it provides detailed information about course selection, registration, transcripts, grades, and funding programs. When you need to communicate with us, we prefer that you use email so we have a record of your communication. To help us help you most efficiently, always include the student's first and last name and your KSU ID number. You can also call or come visit us on the 2nd floor of Willingham Hall, which is close to the Social Science Building. Students, we want you to initiate communication with us rather than your parents whenever possible, so that you can get in the habit of advocating for yourself as a college student. Dual enrollment is a partnership between the college and the high school, and we communicate directly with your high school throughout the year to get approval for your college course selection and funding. KSU automatically sends transcripts to your high school at the end of the semester, and your high school will incorporate your KSU grade into the high school transcript. Are there key dates and deadlines that you need to be aware of? The major junctures where you will see dual enrollment staff are at your upcoming advising session for fall semester. Later this summer, you will come back for orientation. Then in October, you come to another mandatory advising session to select your classes for spring semester. Here you can see the dates for fall semester. This March, we will be conducting advising sessions, and in July, you will return to KSU to attend orientation. The first day of classes will be August 14th, and your payment for fall semester will not be due until August 28th. KSU will have a fall break during the week of November 20th through 26th, and the last day of exams will be December 11th. So how does advising and registration work? First, it's important that you watch video 2 to learn more about the scheduling. Then, once you have obtained counselor approval and returned your forms, we will clear you to register. Registration in college is done very differently than it is in high school, and you will receive registration instructions at your advising session. So what will your experience be like? Dual enrollment students have a lot of flexibility to determine their schedules and how involved they want to be at their high school and at KSU, so you can determine how heavy your load is here and at the high school. Since you are enrolled at both your high school and KSU, you can still participate in all extracurricular activities at your high school, as well as join student clubs, intramurals, music performing groups, and student media at KSU if you choose to get involved here. Students enjoy being treated like regular college students and having the freedom and flexibility of college students. They also tell us that they do have to study more than they did in high school. DEHP students do very well in their classes with an average earned GPA of a 3.45. So how much will the program cost? All students are funded by the state-appropriated Move On When Ready funding program. This is not a needs-based program. Registration for classes does not commit you financially, and no payment is due until late August. So what is covered by Move On When Ready? All tuition, student fees, and books. Your financial responsibility will be any miscellaneous lab fees and the parking fee. If you have questions, send an email to dehp@kennesaw.edu, but please watch both videos first.